So how did I start teaching paint nights? What are they for? Who benefits? What kind of people come to paint nights? Do we know what creativity can do to the brain and your body? Do we know how to use that to heal? There's been a lot of research about all of that, and I definitely won't get into that because I haven't done a lot myself, but I do know this. I've had people come to my paint nights who have hurts from experiences in elementary school, in different places, and I have at least one friend who didn't think she could do a paint night because it was so hard and she got so triggered. But she made it through. I was so proud of her. I'm so glad. Because art is about expression. Art is about sometimes pushing through, sometimes taking breaks, sometimes creating beauty, sometimes feeling, even if you don't know how you're feeling, and letting that out. And sometimes that's enough. Sometimes it's enough just to place colors. Whether you're following instructions or doing some painting alongside others, trying your own thing out. It can all be healing and helpful. How did I learn? Trial and error. I've been painting for 30 years, but for a long time I was quite slow in getting paint on canvas. But then I had a friend who used to work at Michael's as an instructor, and she wasn't doing that anymore and encouraged me to apply. And so I did, and I was able to teach there for a while. And through that process, I learned how to be faster because, well, the old adage is true, where if you want to really learn something, teach it. The teacher really learns a lot more than our students, quite often anyway, because you need to be able to answer questions. And in doing paint nights, you need to learn how to do something quicker than the people you're teaching. Otherwise, how can you teach them to do something in 2 hours, which took you 5? So you need to be able to do it. For me, I made the rule of thumb, if I can't paint it in an hour, I can't teach it in 2 or even 3. So it helped me become quicker, be less concerned with all the perfect little details, and more gracious and forgiving to myself in not getting everything right. In the final product being something that was more enjoyable to create than before. Something that, even if it's messy, even if there are flaws, it's about learning how to be, learning how to express, and let yourself be a little human. I know for a lot of us, maybe not a lot of us, but me for sure, sometimes it's hard to admit that I'm human. I make mistakes. And that doesn't make me less worthy of love and expression and care. In fact, it makes me more relatable because none of us are perfect, and art is never perfect either. So, I got started with Michael's teaching classes, and then I started teaching classes outside of Michael's. Someone would ask me if I could do a paint night for them and their friends, and sure, I said yes. Now, what's the biggest class I've ever had? 50 people. That was a challenge, but I think we still had fun. Smallest class I've had? 1. I try to make my, minimum now. I need to make it 5 because if I need to pay for gas and materials and time, yeah. But I'm still not against coming and helping a family learn how to do a little bit of painting or drawing. Yeah, so it's fun. Is paint nights all I do with art? Oh, no, definitely not. There's markets and gallery shows and contests and just creating just to create, because I need to do that too. Oh, and theater. Can't forget the theater. Volunteering and painting sets and painting set pieces. It's in my wheelhouse, so I love being part of theater. It's very tiring, but that's another place to be able to express yourself creatively. And I want to be able to give back a little bit. And I want to be able to help people experience, to quote Bob Ross, the joy of painting, without a lot of pressure, without the expectation of being perfect. And just maybe letting that little bit of creativity shine through you, even if it's something you've never done before, even if it's something you've done a lot. I mean, we can all learn from going back to the basics. And even if we can't draw a straight line to save your life, which I've been an artist for over 30 years, I can't either. Not without like a ruler or going do with my pencil or my paintbrush and working at it. Yeah, you can still be creative, and people are creative in so many different ways. It's not just with paint, but my medium is paint. So yeah,